Hey guys, we made some free email templates for photographers. You probably are thinking this is just going to save you time, but it actually might make you some more money. We learned the hard way during the busy season. We were losing a lot of bookings, and when we looked deeper into like what we were doing wrong, we realized it wasn't our work, our price, anything like that. It was just not having the right email templates. And so we went back to our original email templates that we were using, and all of a sudden our bookings went right back up. So I want to share with you those free email templates that we actually use for our own business, for our clients. And so you can go copy them, take them, and use them to personalize them, make them your own. But we wrote an article on our site, and it's going to just walk you through that whole process, the psychology behind it, the 3 different emails that we give you for free, and you can literally just copy them right from here. You don't have to download anything or opt in to anything like that. Just go to this site. We'll put a link in the description so you can get that. But in this video, we're going to show you the process, right? We want to show you behind the scenes what it looks like when someone contacts us on our contact page and fills out our form, and then what we do to follow up with them. We really think it will set the tone for your entire lead management process, and that it could even increase your chances of booking a client, right? We don't get a ton of leads, but the leads that we do get, if we can really capitalize on those, I think it could really change your entire business. So hopefully this is helpful. I'd love to hear your thoughts at the end. Enjoy the video. Go check out the article. Thanks. All right, so I'm on my homepage here. Usually someone comes to this or a blog post first, and then they find ways to look at our work, read about us, but eventually they're going to contact us. Eventually they're going to want to see prices. So that's the big thing. Do you put your prices on your site or do you not, right? You really have to understand your client, your market. Are you destination? Are you local? Are you high end? Are you mid? Are you low end? Like whatever, there's multiple reasons to do this or not do this. We decide not to do it that way, but we are fair in communicating our prices as soon as they contact us. We just don't put it out there because it's something we're always changing. So there's no right or wrong way. You just really have to understand why you're doing it. And either way it will work well for you. So the first step on here is to make this as simple as possible, right? You want to re-emphasize your image, who you are, your brand, and explain a little bit of detail of like what you do or don't do. But the main thing is to give them like steps. So this is something new we've been trying. It's like step 1, step 2, step 3. It's just to kind of say, hey, like this is what you need to do if you want to book us. You need to fill out this form. Then we can talk if we're available, and then we can book. So I'm even thinking of changing this to just book and not let's meet, but that's something else we're still testing. So simple instructions just to say, we'll respond back to you within 24 hours. You'll receive an automated email with general info. Check your spam, make sure it gets to you. Just making it like, hey, like we want you to hear from us. And we've had times where they didn't receive stuff, so we want to make that as simple as possible. So I'll walk you through filling this out as though I'm a client, put my own info, and please don't fill this out pretending you're a client. It's kind of frustrating if that happens. We'll put all the details of what we share and provide on the article, so you don't have to do that. So event type, again, this is something new we're trying out where it has a small form, but then once you click wedding, the big form opens up. And the idea behind that is just like you've already started something, so you might as well finish. And it's not that much longer, so we're testing it out. Before we had it set up like that, we had it just like this, and it possibly could have been a little intimidating to fill out. We had a 16% conversion rate, but we're testing it with this to see if we can get 17 or something a little better. So how did you find us? I'll just put like whatever Let's do like a date, Saturday, info, paste. Okay, I'll hit submit. All right, so here's the important part. Once you hit submit on your contact form, whatever contact form you have, create a landing page, create a page after the form that is like your thank you page, because you want it to be a separate page to show that the form was filled out, it was submitted, it's clear, it's a new looking page. A lot of times those forms, they just say it in small print, like, thank you for your submission. And the client's kind of wondering at this point, did they get my email? Did it go through? And this is just an obvious way to say, thank you, an email has been sent to your inbox. And they're like, oh, good, let me go check. And if they decide to keep reading, they'll read that check your spam just to make sure. And then it also preps them for what's step 2 look like in the process, right? So if we're available, book a phone meeting. And here's an opportunity right here for them to do it. Usually they don't do it there, but that kind of gets the ball rolling. All right, from here, I'll head over to my email. This is where I get my first contact form from the client. As you can see, I had 3 emails show up. The first is just the automated responder email. This one went out to the client. I have that set up through ShootQ, and it just basically tells them, here's a price range. We're checking on your availability. We'll get back in touch with you soon. Here's a way to book a meeting, check out our reviews. That's all in the article we created, so you can grab that for free. Definitely set up an autoresponder. Do it through Gmail, do it through ShootQ, whatever platform you're working off of. Set up the autoresponder so once they fill out that form, they get this like right away. So they're satisfied, right? You've started the relationship off with a good start. They're happy. They got the answers they're looking for. From there, that's just really for me to see it. This is the ShootQ form that I get. And then here's the actual form. So the actual form from the website, right? I have Gravity Forms as my form, and I have a notification to send this email to me once someone fills this out. So this is what I get from them. It's overkill to have 3 of those emails, but the reason for it is they come in at different times, and sometimes they get filtered or spam takes it. Who knows? So I want to guarantee that if Gravity Forms doesn't work, that ShootQ might work. If one or the other doesn't, so just because these are really important emails to get back to them on. So usually I get all 3 of them, and then I respond from this email directly. If you have a studio management platform that can connect your contact form to this, then you can do it through here. We have an entire process to take the client through every step of the way that lasts for like 2 weeks to a month, depending on where they're at. And it just keeps hitting their inbox with like value, and communication. So our goal is to fill up their inbox with as much value as we can to stand out from the competition. I think it's just their brides are busy, they're planning their weddings. I think just a simple email with a price sheet isn't enough. I think people need more reasons and lots of opportunities to book you. And you want to do it in a polite way, but you also want to be like a pest about it. So I've heard that from somebody, but they filled out your form. So, feel free to keep hitting them up. And this is important to have because clients forget, they get busy, they get back on social media and they see something else, right? They're just like distracted 2-year-olds. You just got to think of it like that. So from here, I'll check the date. I'll look at, okay, am I available for that date? And I'll go to my calendar, which is synced up with the dates I have booked. So, oh, cool, I'm free that date. So now I'm going to respond. So I'll just respond from this email directly. I'll go to Text Expander and grab my second email. So the first email was the autoresponder, and I'll paste all of this stuff into here. I'll duplicate their date. I think this is important. And these lines, just double click them. I put their date in as well because sometimes they put 2017 and they meant 2018. So I just want to be extra clear. I'll make this line bold. And depending on the time, so right now it's 12 o'clock. and my set time is usually 1:15. If I need to change it, I could change it. I'll just say I'll take out now because I think I want to shoot for 1:15, but I don't want to provide two options. It's better to provide one if it's close to that time. So I'll make it bold, big, and that's my call to action. And then the rest, like if they ask specifically in the comments for prices, I'll attach it here because usually they're looking for a deal. They're looking for something. So if that's the case, I attach it. If it's not, I'll take it out because sending your pricing guide usually brings up more questions or gets them sticker shocked or something. Something could be a turnoff in your pricing guide and you're not even realizing it. So I only send it if I need to. And so I'll send it from there and tell them, really, this is how I get them on the phone. Like, hey, we're running this promotion this month for any weddings we book in the next 14 days. I know for the artist, this isn't cool. Like, you want them to just love your work and do, bend over backwards for you or whatever. But we've done this and it really helps. It really gets them off the fence and like gets them to book a call with you, which I know is a stretch. You don't have to do the call. You could do something else, but get them to that next step, whatever that looks like. From here, you can send this out. If you have HubSpot, which is in the article again, so you can get that, send it out through that. I don't have it plugged in right now, but if you hit send, it will track that email for you, and then you can get a little notification that pops up on your desktop that says client has opened email. It's like scary. It's amazing. It puts a little pixel in there and makes it pretty awesome. So I'll just send this out as though I sent it to the client, and then from there I'll open up a iMessage. I'll put in their phone number. If I grab their phone number, see if that works. If that works, that's great too. And this is just a quick way to also within Text Expander grab your message, change their name, and just say, hey, I just sent you an email, blah blah blah. Go check it out, and then confirming like if they can talk, And what this does is like, people tend to use email as an excuse and be like, oh, I didn't get that yet. And you'll notice with Sidekick how many clients lie to you about opening their email. Most people have it set up to where they get an email, they're hearing it on their phone, they're checking it right then. They just put it off. And like every one of us, we put off our emails. And so more than likely, you'll know, okay, they got the email. Let me just send this. And then what this does is it makes them kind of accountable to the email. And then they're like, oh yeah, okay, I'll check it when I get off work or something. Like I haven't seen it yet. And then you're like, okay, no problem, and then send them this. It just kind of reemphasizes them. And then they've given you their word, right? Then like they're gonna respond back to that email, or they're gonna book this call with me. And I think that those two things really help. And a lot of times they just want to end up talking through iMessage or through your chat. So that's a great way to also engage with your client besides just keeping it all in email. Provide multiple opportunities if you can for them. That's just convenient for them, right? A phone call isn't convenient. If they called your phone number on your site, then you would know that that's better for them, but they're not. They're emailing you, so they just want to collect information. So that's the process. That's kind of what it looks like on our end. From there, we have a series of emails that go out through over time that we'll send to the client to kind of follow up with them. But usually they're pretty close to booking and they're wanting to hear about this deal. So you can get that sent out to them, or you can talk it over on the phone with them when you actually talk things over. But check out some of the other tools. I don't have everything installed on our Gmail right now to show you, but check those out in the article and give this a try. See if it's helpful for you. See if you're getting better responses. If you set up everything correctly, it could really work out well for you. Yeah, I hope this has helped. If I'd love to hear your comments, share the article if you can, or just hit us up anywhere with more questions if you have it. Thanks.